Hi guys, good morning. I was creating this book cover and I just thought that I would just turn on the camera in case you guys are interested in seeing how I go about creating this cover. Hopefully we don't have another catastrophe where my whole setup falls. I hope not. Let's pray. So what I've done is I gutted a book because I need this cover. And I needed a thicker spine. And so what I did was I had medium weight chipboard, but my spine needed to be thicker to match the thickness of this book board. So I went ahead and I glued two pieces together, and now it's the same thickness as my book board. See, it's flush and it's thicker and sturdier. So I needed my spine to be 3 inches, and now that's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach it, and I like to use Tyvek for that. Although it's going to be covered in fabric, I always put Tyvek for attaching because it just is strong. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so I attach my spine first, and I go crazy with the glue. And don't mind my fuzzy pajamas. They're fuzzy because I live in them. It's cold here, as always. Where is my roller thingy? Here it is. So I try to centralize this, like right in the middle. I just eyeball it. Kind of. There we go. And I glue that sucker down. And you can use, they sell Tyvek and Staples, or you can repurpose your postal service envelopes. Just find the space, that's white, without the scribbles. That's what I do. And just cut them apart and save them. Because they're pricey. Now I flip it over, and I like to leave a gap, and for this I need my ruler. Place my ruler there, and I just go and place my glue. And my book board, and I like to leave a 1/4 of an inch gap. That way my book opens good. So I measure a 1/4 of an inch, and I'm using my ruler to stabilize the bottom of this book. Okay, and I'm pressing down. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there for this, but I just decided I'll turn it on. And then what I do, I'll do it for both. The glue is going to give you playtime, which is what I like. Not much playtime, but it's going to give you enough playtime to do this next step. And I'm going to show you what. Now I move my ruler over and go ahead and do the same thing. And I'm checking here for that 1/4 of an inch gap. And I'm pressing my book down. I'm keeping my ruler in the center of the spine. Very easy. And I'm pressing against my ruler down, but my ruler I'm pressing up against the spine. And it's keeping everything nice and sturdy. And I just like to go in and wipe off the excess that oozes out. Now I take this and I'm going to make sure that the top has 1 inch, I mean 1/4 of an inch. That's 1/4 of an inch. And that's 1/4 of an inch. Sorry, I'm going to leave the camera because I got to look down. And I'm blind as a bat. I'm not wearing my glasses right now. This one has to go in a little, just a hair. And this one is good. Now I'm going to check the bottom. A hair. See? The glue gives you a little bit of play time. And this one a hair. Okay, measure again, 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and 1/4 of an inch. Make sure that when you put your ruler, everything is touching. See? And the top, everything is touching. And that's how you know everything is aligned. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and cut this, but not yet. Because now we got to put the second layer of Tyvek. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to press. And it's going to give you that crease. And we're going to see, because the glue is still wet, you have that play time. So that Tyvek moves in. I'll take my ruler. And this is all going to be covered. whether you use fabric or paper. There you go. That's why I love using the wet glue. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna cover this part. Glue in the middle. Flip it over. Bring it in to this is a 1/4. Sorry, you probably can't see that. So this is 1/4. Until this is 1/4. There you go. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but this is the way I like to do it. Clean up the excess. I like this glue. If you're wondering, it's the Fabri-Tac. I love this glue because it just rolls right off of your, it rolls right off. You see that? If you catch it in time, it rolls right off. So we go back in here. Let's measure this again. And I am at 1/4 That's what I want. And I am at 1/4 up here. Yeah, perfect. I want 1/4 down here. Perfect. I want 1/4 here, so this has to come out a little. And I'm on 1/4 here. And to define this crease, I want to use my ruler. And press with my finger. There. See that crease, how nice and crisp it is? That's how I do it. Everybody has their own way. I hope you can see that nice crisp crease that's going to be on the outside of the cover. And I just go ahead and go like that. And then I'll go in here and I'll just make sure I burnish this out. And then we're going to go ahead and roll this glue out. Although this is going to be covered with either paper or fabric. But look what I'm talking about with that glue. You just roll it off. See? Like it never happened. It's a little pricey, but if you patch it with the 40% off at Michael's, or sometimes Michael has the 50% off, just get the big bottle. When you get the 50% off coupon, you know how sometimes they have it. Just get the big bottle, and it'll last you. It dries fast, but it gives you enough playtime for you to do what you need to do. You know what I mean? And you use it for everything. You could glue metal, you could glue fabric, paper, anything. So now we'll go ahead and we'll trim this off, which is what I'm going to do now. Let me grab my cutting mat here. And I'll just go ahead with an X-Acto, not an X-Acto knife. I have one, but I'm just going to use this one. Just to get it started. So let me clip this off. Let me clip it off because my first blade is still. These cheapo ones I get at the Dollar Tree. I think it comes like in a pack of 3. But they're pretty good. They're decent. I'll comment with the other side. Then when you wrap your fabric around, you won't even see your Tyvek or nothing. Okay, and there is our cover. So you have that nice crisp. off. So now when you wrap this around your fabric or whatever, you're just gonna lay your fabric and wrap it. When you lay your fabric, you make sure that you press in these creases, you know, your fabric in there, so you get that nice crisp edge. You see on the outside. I hope you can see that. And that cover is going to last for years and years. And that is how you make a nice sturdy cover, because you know that you can't break Tyvek. And I do this for every one of my books. And then you can cover it with paper, you can cover it with fabric, you can cover it with anything you want. And yeah, I just thought that I would show you that. And I hope you liked it. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description box below. And thank you guys for hanging out at so early in the morning. At least I'm not the only early riser. Alright guys, thank you. I am going to be working on this journal. This is what I'm making. It's a butterfly and hummingbird and all kinds of goodies. So, alright guys, bye.